Sagdaddy, I'm back at it with a fantastic podcast for your asses. Yapping in a trap like a rescue cat, and the rest queued up like they're waiting on the Batman. You tuned into the dude who threw booze back, blacked out, woke up drunk, covered in bruises. It's Sagdaddy the pod, an odd fellow, the great white chubby, I'm becoming a marshmallow. It's Sagdaddy the pod, so sit back and relax, cause like a broken arm, I got a cast now. It's Sagdaddy the pod, you made a good choice, so enjoy, don't be annoyed. Now here's my dumb voice.
Now, are you a guy not when it comes to stand up, but when it comes to like writing something like this? Because this is how I am. Are you like, I need something, like I need like a due date kind of thing?
Yeah, for sure. And I've already like passed that due date I gave myself.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, just because I wanted to do it
funny,
quick,
dude.
and I knew I had ideas and stuff like put aside, but then I looked back at them and I was like, nah, that needs to be changed. That doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, no wonder why nobody bought this.
It is so funny when you give yourself laws and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because like I've had multiple people say like I was talking to Jordan Jensen about it and shoot like about eating, my habits, and all that stuff. She's like, you gotta set up laws for yourself and rules. And I go, yeah, but if I'm the mayor of the town, guess who's got his hand in the fucking piggy bank? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I might be fucking laundering some croissants.
Like Cannon was telling me, he's like, you know what I think about all the time? He's like, Kobe Bryant was like, said like, you know, if you set up a thing for yourself, like you got to set up rules for yourself, and you're not going to break those rules because blah 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 blah. And he's like, once you do that, and I just go like, yeah, but you know who's pretty lenient? Me.
Yeah, I'm a pretty laid back manager. I don't rule with an iron fist.
Yeah, I have all these rules.
Well,
I like that joke was the same as the last thing I just said.
The other part of it for me too is like I like to be up to something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I like to be.
Yeah, you're a little Dennis
I'm a little
the Menace.
fucking. I like to be.
You like to be up to something.
I like to be breaking the rules a little bit. You know, like, no one will know I'm high right now. I was in it. No one can tell you got
I think I'm gonna sleep in late tonight.
Yeah.
I don't think the boss is gonna have a big problem.
Yeah,
with that.
no, exactly. I just like to be like mischievous. You know.
So you're trying to think of like something. Have you thought of a show?
I had a few I put together. I don't know if I want to throw them out there.
Don't throw them out. Don't throw them out.
But yeah, no, now it's like just trying to not send too much, but send enough kind of thing. Like I don't want to send like, hey, here's 20 pages of ideas and
are they like waiting
script
for it?
And bullshit. Yeah, I mean, this was like a few days ago, so it's like
you're fine.
Yeah, it's within the week, so that's like
within the week.
That was the new.
Fuck that.
Well,
dude.
that was the new.
He's
due
like,
date.
so you can have something by Friday.
Well, I do the same thing. I get so ambitious. They don't give a due date, but I get ambitious when I'm on the phone. I'm like, yeah, I could probably get that done by like tomorrow, next day.
I do.
And I look at my calendar. I'm like, oh, I got 2 pods in a show each day.
Fuck, I have nothing. God damn it, dude.
I got to do a 4-hour drive tomorrow. Sick.
Oh my god, where you go tomorrow?
Well, no, that was when I did it. Yeah, I had to go to Vermont. I was up in New Hampshire, in Burlington.
And you were looking around, you're going, show about trees.
Yeah, dude.
Show about cows,
Yeah. Traffic is fucking, like, what if it was a crazy driver who fucking got lost?
Yeah. You go, what if the whole show took place in a car?
Yeah.
On the road, going to Vermont.
We'll call it Pit Stop. And it's about each new gas station is a new episode.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
Might be onto something here.
Not a bad idea, actually. I can't think of shit, dude.
Yeah.
Every time I think of a show, I'm like, I literally am just sitting here going like, TV, and guitar, huh?
Well, I don't even watch a lot of shows, so for me, I just have been accumulating ideas, but I never really put a ton of thought into them, only for like certain moments where I thought like, oh, someone wants to see them. Yeah, I'll like dig into this a bit.
Yeah.
And then, but you never feel like there's even a chance of anybody wanting to make it. And this is the first time it feels like maybe they want to make it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's
all
so
bullshit.
true. When there is like a chance, there is like, oh fuck, I gotta like get my shit in gear.
I just start second guessing myself so much too, where I'm like, no, they're gonna think this is stupid.
Yeah,
like, I can't go run this bit until it's perfect and then show it to them.
Yeah,
I gotta like.
And I didn't study how to write a script or anything, dude. So I'm like, my character's like, there's too much exposition. Like, we got to go to the park for the divorce.
Yeah, right.
You're like, remember? Because back then, you're just adding things. When I was a kid,
flashback.
Yeah. I know, dude.
And then you look back and you finish. You're like, that was that's fucking great, dude.
Yeah.
I was just flowing, and you read it, you're like, what the fuck?
God damn, I gotta start taking Robitussin.
Why? There's no park. I never even set up that there was a park. We were in the woods.
Exterior, my house. You're getting little things wrong. You're like, oh my god. But there is nothing better than when you take like a general meeting. So there's these things called generals that comics just go into sometimes with like a network where they're like, so do you have any ideas? And you go, yeah, I had an idea about a dog who becomes the Duke of fucking Sweden.
And they just pretend to be super interested.
Oh, okay. Really? Yeah. Actually, one of our clients is Airbud, so we may be able to have a producer on that. And then you just, close the Zoom meeting and then you eat fucking a Philly cheesesteak and then jerk off and go to sleep.
And then you go, did they call? They go, no,
they'll never call. Yeah.
Can you check on them? They seem like they really like me. Yeah. They didn't reply to my email.
And on the other side of that, these like execs are going like, we love working with you, Drew. You're really great.
Yo, no. What
like another dud. What a waste of time.
They know right when you walked in the room or turned on the Zoom meeting, they went, no.
Yeah,
What is your best idea?
Yeah, give us the best thing you've ever thought of.
Genius shit.
Yeah.
We're going to fucking rub this guy blind.
You go, yeah, exactly. They go, this is actually very good stuff. Is Jonah Hill available?
Yeah. What about Jonah?
Yeah. But so it's like there's no better feeling than when you get called into a general for almost not even like, it's like, why am I even taking this? And then you go in there and they're like, you got any ideas? You go, no.
No. You got any ideas for me? I'm the star.
I go, I'm the talent. My ideas hit the stage every night.
Yeah.
Where are your ideas?
Come to the show. You want to see my ideas?
Why don't you come see?
$25 tickets.
Why don't you come do a show?
No, you can't get free tickets. 2 drink minimum.
And it is a 2 drink minimum. Yeah. I'm playing at LOL. You send them to the worst club.
Yeah.
You hear that story about when Burr went to like or something like that?
I think it was LOL.
LOL, yeah.
Yeah, and he got turned away at the door.
Got turned away. I think they did that with Chris Rock too.
Yeah, I think he had just done Carnegie Hall or something like
Madison
that.
Square Garden.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He's like, I just did Madison Square Garden, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, crazy, sure, yeah. You also did the Coliseum too and the Parthenon.
But to be fair, those guys that are bouncers and barkers there are ex-cons. That
they don't
care about comedy, and they deal with Times Square crazies all day.
But how do you?
But it is funny to treat Bill Burr like a guy who's like in an Elmo suit. That's like, I just did MSG. Like,
man,
no, you're not, buddy.
Those Elmo Mickey Mouse. Like, I started going to the Comedy Village a couple times, which is a great club. But it's in the heart of Times Square. It's literally in the core of it. It's like they're a fucking like what's the alien from Alien called?
Alien. I think
there's a specific name for aliens.
I
and
forget.
It feels like when you walk into Times Square, it feels like there's like an egg that's just being hatched with all these fucking and
somebody touched all the fucking eggs and Prometheus. And,
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And these fucking Mickey Mouse things, they're not even trying anymore.
Oh no,
like they don't put the fucking head down. It's just face. They look like a fucking totem pole.
Yeah, I mean, imagine just being a little kid for the first time. Like you never been to Disney World or anything. You just show up to New York and you just see Mexican eyes lock with you, and then Minnie goes on. You're like, what the fuck?
Kids aren't like stupid either. They're like, what's going on with that? That's not Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, and you're like, no, that's not.
It is good if ice ever comes, they just go like,
they
go, I am an American Mickey Mouse. Yeah,
they just gotta do the laugh, dude. Yeah, I got a kid now. I gotta nail all the. Oh yeah, Mickey Mouse.
What's it like having a kid? Did you always think you were gonna have children?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm from a big family, so it was just kind of like, and I got married young. I mean, I've been married for 10 years. So.
And how old are you?
33. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We met senior year of high school, stayed together the whole time, and it's just been easy, effortless, and then it's
easy and effortless.
Yeah, I know. That's why you keep them that long. You don't keep a crazy one that long.
Of course. Well, I'll let you know when I meet an easy and effortless one. Just kidding, babe. Not Nicole. Everybody thinks me and Nicole are dating.
Really?
Yeah.
It's shocking that there's a woman here somehow. Everyone thinks that we're dating.
I'm like, no, we hire women in STEM.
Yeah.
Women in STEM, autistic women. Oh, that's crazy, though. How many people are in your family?
It was 7 kids, 6 boys, 1 girl, and then
You have one sister?
yeah. She's
And
just turned
6?
16. Yeah.
Oh my God, are you guys all like, don't talk to my sister?
No, she's dating somebody now. I mean, it's weird because like there's like a 13-year gap between the 5th boy and the girl.
Yeah.
So like it's really like a whole nother generation.
Are you
for
even
those lads,
close
too.
with your sister?
I am, only because I put in like effort to like, and I
Yeah.
was still like kind of like in the house for those like her first few years, so I had
Yeah.
a little bit more of a bond than like my older brother. But
Yeah.
yeah, you have to like, I had to be like, I'm going over my parents' house today to
Right.
see my siblings. Like, if not,
Are you Irish? Is that an Irish
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, I think
Have all
it's
these
that, and it's
kids
just
and
a
shit?
lack of like sex education and like just not like half of my brothers are literally from my mom took antibiotics while she was on birth control and never knew her whole life that cancels out birth control.
So funny,
Yeah.
That's
That's half of my
hilarious,
siblings
bro.
is lack of information.
Oh my God! Holy shit, dude! So it goes.
A pamphlet
your
could have
sister's
killed half this country.
Is your sister the youngest?
Second youngest. There's a brother below him who's 14.
Damn, your parents be fucking.
I know, dude. It's gross.
It's so gross.
So
Are your
gross.
parents
And all
like?
those times they were like, "Go outside."
Yeah, they're like, go play, go
Yeah, and all of
play.
a sudden a new brother
I
pops
know.
up a year
I'm
later.
picturing the Will Ferrell sketch from SNL where they're in the
Yeah.
hot tub. Like your dad's got this big chest hair and your mom's just like rubbing it. Well, go outside.
Oh no, they hated each other. I don't know how they fucked all the time. It was not like a loving home.
Been there. Been there, sister.
No, they're good now, but it was definitely. I mean, when you just have no money and 7 kids, it's going to be causing a little bit of
yeah,
trepidation.
well, you're like Roseanne.
Yeah, literally. We were. I think my mom was inspired by that show. It was on almost every day in my house because mom was like, "Yeah," and then she started acting more and more like Roseanne. I was like, "We don't live in a trailer."
Yeah, now that's someone
we're
who
not quite
needed a
that bad
fucking.
off. Like,
That's someone who needed a group chat.
yeah,
Her show would still be on the air if she just sent all that stuff into a group chat.
I know.
Why do you gotta go on Twitter?
That's the thing. They missed the group chat era. They got right into the first thing that was put in their face. That generation when it comes
Yeah.
to like internet.
Yeah.
That's why so many of them are still on Facebook because they're afraid of change.
There's a lot of people on Facebook. You
Ton
can
of
get a
people.
big fan base. I mean, they'll never come out unless you have 3 p.m. shows.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm also sick of comedians tweeting not funny stuff. I literally sent.
I know.
I was on Twitter and I was just like scrolling and I saw someone who's a comic who's funny, but it was like boom boom, his first name last name comedian, and then it was like these fucking liberal left need to be put into jail and da 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 da, and I'm like Jesus Christ, like
Where's the joke?
this isn't quite funny there.
Punchline shouldn't be a punch, pal.
Yeah, so okay, you got
mad for?
14-year-old, 16-year-old sister.
Yeah, and then 20. He was born in '99, so 26-year-old brother,
Whoa.
and then 28, 30, or he's about to turn 30. And then
How do you even keep up a relationship with all these siblings?
group chats, baby. It's the group chat's the only answer.
It might actually be easier.
If we were all tweeting at each other all the time, it'd be
Yeah.
a nightmare.
It actually might be easier to keep up with a group chat because I'm like, I could just text my sister,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Maybe
We
I should.
struggled with it
I
for a
should.
while. Like it was hard to stay in touch with each other, and we definitely like fell in and out of being in touch with
Yeah.
certain people, especially when you're moving around, you're living your life, you kind of
Of
forget.
course. Are you the oldest?
Second oldest. So oldest brother lives in
What,
Boston.
do you have a brother that's like 50?
No, he's 2 years older than me, so he's 35.
Wow.
Yeah. My parents every 2 years they're just grinding.
How old are your parents?
They were born in '69, so they're 55.
That's
56,
young.
Something
You
like
got
that.
young parents.
Yeah. They were. I mean, they ruined their life at 21 and never stopped having kids after that. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Like, imagine.
And
And then you
no
wonder.
wonder you got married at 23.
Yeah, it's just ingrained in you. I think I
Holy
do think
shit.
there is like a genetic piece to that because my wife's parents were the same way. They
Oh
got
my
married. They got
God.
married young and met young.
Where are
too.
you from?
I mean, I was born in Boston, but I grew up in New Hampshire.
Wow.
Lived in Seattle for a little bit, or outside.
Did you have
Seattle.
any girlfriends before your wife?
Yeah, a couple.
A couple?
Yeah, like I mean, I was fucking in high school. Oh yeah.
Were you good
I was
looking?
fucking tearing it up, and I
Were you-
decided to settle down by
were
the
you
time I was
tearing it up
17.
in high
No,
school?
look at me. You think I was ever tearing it up?
Dude, by the time I was 23, I had 2 girlfriends.
Yeah,
Maybe 3.
yeah. I had like I had a 7th grade girlfriend where you just fucking hug each other and that kind of shit. That's not a real
Aw.
girlfriend.
What was her name?
Uh,
Don't say the full name.
Fuck.
You don't even know.
Maria
Maria.
or something.
You're
like-
going-
yeah. Yeah, just hugs in the hallway. Be like, see you in science. I love you.
How'd you guys break up?
We just stopped hugging in the hallway.
That's so funny.
We just stopped like meeting up and never.
So funny when you're
we
that.
never really talked to the point where I was so awkward. Like I called her one time and we just sat in silence on the phone for like 8 minutes. And I was like, well, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm in my family." I'm like, "All right, me too."
I still do that.
Like, what do you say?
Sometimes I'll get on the phone with Caroline and I'm like, we're just like, okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm going to go. You almost get mad. I don't know why you get
yeah.
mad, though. You get that like 8-minute silence and then you're just like, all right, well, they go, what? Okay, yeah. And then it's just like, you just get mad. That's so funny. Dude.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't know. I was just so awkward. And I was a kid that always had a crush, but never on the right person, I guess. Like, other people would ask me out, and I would be like, no, I'm
right there with you, bro. I never could read the room as far as women that might have liked me.
Yes. To the point where I had like 2 people that were friends with. I was interested in this girl, but that girl was interested in me, and I had no idea, and I was just completely
dude.
Yeah.
I actually just remembered this one time where there was this girl that I had a crush on in my special ed class.
All right.
Named Retarded Sally. No.
Okay.
Her name was Sienna.
Okay.
And I had a crush on her for like a minute. And I was so bad at getting women that I think my other friend Robbie was really frustrated with it.
Yeah.
He's like, so he tried to help me, but he's a psycho. So we one time invited her to come out and like hang out with us. This is so weird and creepy, but we're like at the park and we used to film little sketches and stuff. So she knew that. Like we had a camera and we were doing whatever.
Yeah.
And Robbie goes, we're going to do the sketch, right? And she's like, okay. And he goes, okay, you guys are going to kiss. And she was like, oh, I don't want to do that. And I was like, what are you doing? And there is footage somewhere of him holding up the camera like a serial killer and us just sitting there and me going, and I want that footage so bad.
That's so great.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, if that came out like the next day, you'd be like heartbrokenly embarrassed. But now that the time has come out, you're like, I want to see.
There's
that shit.
With that camera went everywhere with us. There's so much footage of like, I just don't know. I think I lost it at like a supermarket. Or some shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, did you lose your virginity to your?
No, we both
wife?
lost our virginity to someone else, and then
The same person?
Yeah, the same. Yeah, they first transition that we knew at the time, first trans person. Yeah, no, it was we were really progressive.
You go, yeah, we were. It was actually a 3-way, and you guys were all together.
Yeah, and then we were like, what if we just cut out the middleman?
Yeah.
Middle woman.
Yeah, you cut her out like Pete, whatever, Best or something. Pete Best. Was that the original drummer of the Beatles?
Yes. Yeah. Pete Best. Cut him out. Sign him. Call him up.
Heard he tried to kill himself.
I would have too.
Yeah. He goes, I'm starting my own band called The Quarrymen.
Yeah.
I'm bringing that back up.
Yeah. No, we're going to be big. We're going to be massive.
We're going to be massive. Massive love.
I've got Donny Timbletoes on fucking on guitar. Believe it.
You're good at voices.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, cheers for that.
So, did you go to college?
Yeah. Yeah, I went to Westfield State College for a couple years because I was going to try and they had a good aviation program and I was going to play baseball there. And
you're such an all-American guy.
I just thought about being a pilot. I just thought that would be a fun thing to do that was like not working in an office.
We're like, because we kind of look similar in a way. Like we're like Barbies. If like you're like all-American Barbie and I'm fat mall goth Barbie.
You're alt goth Barbie.
Yeah, I'm alt goth Barbie.
With peel-on tattoos.
Yeah, put the black makeup on her lips.
Yeah, do you want pilot Ken or
pilot baseball playing Barbie?
Yeah,
so you wanted to fly planes.
Yeah, I just didn't want to be in an office. And then, but then I was also thinking, I was looking more into like what that life looked like, and I was like, man, I don't want to travel that much. You're really away all the time, and I mean now
I know that's all you do, right?
But it's not every day either. Like I had a buddy whose dad was a flight attendant, and that alone was like he was never there, and I was like, is that really the way to do it? Like to still like make a desk salary basically?
Yeah, and
never
you're in a flying cubicle.
Yeah, and I can't even cheat. You know, like what's the point of being a pilot if you're not going to be a single?
You could, right?
Yeah, you could. But I'm not. I can't. I'm not a cheating guy. I'm just. It's not in me.
I can't cheat either. I'm like.
I think that's why I like to be up to something. Otherwise, I like to just be like, maybe we smoke a little weed when we shouldn't. You know?
You're a little sneak.
Yeah, why not? I've smoked 3 times on this podcast. You haven't even know.
I mean, I can get you some weed. If
No,
you
I'm
wanna
good. I'm
smoke,
good.
you junkie.
I no, dude. I can't get through the pod without a fucking rip.
I need my fix. I've actually stopped smoking. I used to smoke all the time. Nicole knows. I've stopped smoking weed until the end of the night, and even then, I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do this.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you're holding off until then yeah, half the time you're getting home late from a
you're
show,
like,
and you're like,
I'm just gonna go.
I'm just gonna damage my lungs, not even feel high, and fall asleep. Like,
Have
what's the
horrible
point?
sleep.
Yeah.
So did you go to aviation college?
So I went there, and
do you know
then,
how to fly a plane?
No. So like I stopped doing that by like the first year because I just realized I didn't want to do that. And I started doing marketing, but my focus was like baseball. So I transferred to a Division II school. I thought I had a chance of doing like something with it because when I was in high school, I bullpen caught for the Toronto Blue Jays AA team, which was in New Hampshire. So I would go from my practice at high school, go change in the fucking utility closet, and then just sit in the bullpen, warm guys up before they'd go in, like
warm
have
guys
team dinner
up
and stuff. Yeah, like get them fucking fluffed. You got to look good on the mound.
Yeah,
pitchers
no,
don't
you're
need
just
a cup
warming him
and-
up, going like, "Hey, you look good, man."
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, you think so?"
Yeah, I do.
I
man.
know so, dude.
Yeah,
Your skin is like glowing.
yeah.
He goes, okay.
You're gonna go to the show, bro.
What position did you play?
I was a catcher, so I would go in and like just sit in the bullpen.
Isn't that scary?
I love
Got
that.
these balls coming at fucking 90 miles an hour at you.
Yeah, no, use your mouth. It's
Did you ever
no.
get injured?
Not like severely. That's what made me stop playing in senior year of college is I hurt my shoulder. So I stopped trying to catch
throwing it back?
No, I started trying to pitch instead because I just wasn't a good enough hitter to play at the next level. And I was recognizing that, but I had a strong arm. So I was like, why don't I just learn to pitch? Half of being a catcher is telling a pitcher what they're doing wrong anyway.
Yeah.
So then I started doing that. And then it's just a whole different throwing motion and muscles I hadn't been developing my whole life.
Yeah.
So then I just basically strained like the 4 tendons that connect your back to your bicep, and then you could like feel them. It was like these like rocks, and so nothing tore or anything, but I had the option to like.
Are you still in pain?
No, like I can go play like softball and shit like that. And I
okay.
can't go hard unless I like really loosen it up and stuff. But no, but that's what the option was like: red shirt for a year, pay for another year of college to hope that I'm healthy enough for like a 5th year, because you have 5 years to do 4 years of NCAA eligibility. So redshirting, basically, you keep that year of eligibility. You can't play or do anything. You can practice and do practice squad shit and all that. And then I was just like, am I even going to be healthy enough? Like, I don't want to pay for another year of college. I already know I don't want to use my degree. Like, fuck this. And then just quit. And I started doing stand-up like 2 weeks later.
That's great.
Yeah,
Did you want to do stand-up before that?
Yeah,
Where you're like, I'm kind of feeling this stand-up thing, but I'm a pilot who's also a pitcher.
Yeah. I just had so much going on.
Yeah, your whole life was like something that people do in a dream. Like I was flying, but I'm also in playing baseball.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to be able to fly myself to my own games.
Yeah. It's just a fucking fighter jet on the mound.
Yeah, I wanted to do the flyover, parachute out, land on the mound.
All right, let's do it.
Well, yeah.
Number 7.
And
coming in from
his patented entrance into the stadium.
Number 42, Drew Dunn.
Yeah, it looks like
flying into the stadium.
Something's gone wrong with the parachute.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Cut the feed! Cut the feed!
He landed in a tree outside of the Gillette Stadium.
And that's going to be a souvenir for a lucky fan.
You're good at that voice. I'm always kind of, I don't know what, my voice is like.
You go a little horse announcery almost.
Horse announcery.
Yeah, like, okay, here we are, we're going down the
we're going down the
It's a little bit more of that tone.
So how do you do baseball?
Baseball, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're here at one of the most boring games of the year, 0-0, ninth inning.
Okay, so you stopped doing baseball, you started drinking.
Yeah, well, I was already drinking and stuff. I mean, like,
but it's
college is like, you had to like manage it, especially like my coach would make us do like Saturday morning, like fucking
and you're like
PT,
sweating out that booze.
Oh, dude, and it was like brutal. We'd have to we would go and do this like cycle of like running suicides on a basketball court or on the field, and then do like exercises in between. It was just like he would literally do it so we wouldn't drink on Friday night.
Oh, What a bummer.
Yeah. And, but yeah, no, so I was having fun in college and stuff. I was still hanging with friends. At that point, I was up in New Hampshire, so I was living at home and then just driving to school and practice and shit like that. 6 a.m. practices and shit.
You start doing stand-up.
Quit that, start doing stand-up.
What was your first joke? Do you remember?
My first joke was about working at Walmart.
Did you work at a Walmart?
Yeah, that was like one of the jobs I did before I went to college was working as a cashier at a 24-hour Walmart. And it was just like about that, the people that work there, seeing like people who shows up at a Walmart at 1 a.m.
So you did a whole chunk.
Yeah, I did 5 minutes on Walmart.
Hilarious.
Like,
That's so funny when you start. It's kind of like the pendulum kind of swings back in a way because when you start, you're writing all this material about one subject.
Totally,
I feel like you're like my whole 5 minutes was about the Jerry Seinfeld porn parody I watched.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, I'd be busting to George, and like drinking.
It's a great
I guess.
Seinfeld.
Yeah. And I don't think you do. And.
I'm gonna come.
Oh God! And they did do the voice. Did you ever see that? The porn parodies?
No.
They're good. They're pretty good. The costume design. And
Really?
they were pretty good actually. But yeah. And then you just start like writing these little lines and little jokes and stuff. And now we're trying to like squeeze everything we can out of it again.
Totally. I mean, that was one of those things when it happened to me. The story led to like my first run-in with a woman with Tourette's. And when it happened to me in real life, I was like, I remember thinking like, that's a thing. Like that was the first like comedic eye moment where I was like, ooh, I got to write that down.
Whoa,
kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then all those years later, I'm like, that's where I started was that thing to write about. And the lady's Tourette's was like, that's all I heard. Like I'm just ringing stuff up and I'm going beep beep. And then I hear me.
You go.
And I'm like, what the?
And you're like, did I ring this up twice?
And what really happened? This is why I'm so glad I started in Boston because they let me do the joke about a woman with Tourette's. Like if I started in Seattle, they'd
be like, oh,
I would have got banned from open mics.
Yeah.
But the lady showed up and she was just wearing a shirt that didn't fit her that said "Daddy's Little Cupcake." And my line was like, she was not a cupcake. She was a whole cake. She was a bakery.
That's great.
And next to her was who I could presume is Daddy. It was just a pencil thin black guy.
That's hilarious.
Just didn't say a word the whole time. I forget where the final punch was, but yeah, that was like the story it led to. Yeah.
My first joke was about how I saw a store that only sold umbrellas.
Okay.
That was like the first joke that I wrote.
Yeah.
Like the other stuff I was just talking, but like I said I saw a store that only sold umbrellas, and I go, man, what a miserable life that is. And I go, imagine coming home and your wife is like, how'd you do today, honey? And he goes, how the fuck do you think I did? It's beautiful out. Nobody's coming in here.
That's great.
Yeah, my dad still points. He goes, why don't you do the umbrella joke anymore? And I go, that was 15 years ago.
That is all we get.
He's like, I hate when you curse.
Do the umbrella bit.
So you're doing stand-up, and do you have like a main club somewhere that you're working?
Yeah, so I basically I just got like addicted to it. You know what I mean?
Of
Like
course.
I just wanted to do it anywhere and everywhere. So I was.
Were you doing bringers and stuff like that? Like
only when I wanted to like get in at a club. Like the only bringer I ever did in New England was a Wednesday at Laugh Boston, which was Tony V's show, and they were just opening the club, so they were trying to like establish it, and it was like, and
That's a great
doing
club.
that show got me passed with them. I didn't know what that was at that point, but the booker, which again I didn't even know what that was at that point, was like, hey, send me your email and we'll get you on some shows. And then I was doing like some showcase shows and starting to host and stuff at Laugh Boston. But before that, even I was working at Dick Doherty's, which was like,
oh yeah, I've heard about that.
He used to have like 1 million rooms in clubs around New England back in the 80s and 90s, and then by the time I started, he had 2 showrooms, one in Boston, one in Worcester, and they did a comedy competition out of there, the Beantown Comedy Riots. I ended up winning that. And that was like one of those, felt like I elevated myself in the scene kind of thing. I worked the door for them for like a year where I would go in, do 5 minutes, seat people, deal with coupons, do all the numbers at the end of the night, arrange all the tables. And then then it was just like try and get in everywhere. The Comedy Studio was a thing then. That was like the Harvard Square kind of more
I knew about
be
that.
smart jokes kind of club.
Oh, really? It was kind of like this alty.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, that's they like branded themselves that way. When you went there, the guy gave you a packet of like, here's how our club runs. Like, you don't have to we don't do those kind of jokes here. And then you go there.
What kind of jokes?
Well, just like they basically are saying like, don't be a road hack, don't be racist. But like, you go there and be edgy and you kill, no one's gonna tell you what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
But they had this thing called the Comic in Residence, which was like they were the only 7-day-a-week club in the city. So the Comic in Residence would do every show for a month, and you would you would just start the show 5 minutes, and then they would do the actual show, and you got your picture on the wall. It felt like something to work towards in the scene kind of thing. By the time I finally got that, the club was like going under. They were in like the attic of a Chinese restaurant.
Oh, damn.
That was, like,
they were using your picture to hold up tables and stuff.
I think I literally did 8 shows for my Comic in Residence or something like that. Like,
what a ripoff.
Yeah. It was like just the weekend.
You didn't tell me you were going to fucking close down.
Yeah. I mean, luckily at that time,
you owe me 26 more fucking shows.
Yeah, but it felt like kind of like everything in this business where you feel like you get it a year or two after you feel like you deserve it. And maybe that's just our own delusion, but at that point, I was like, I'm already doing the road. Like, whatever. I don't care if I'm doing 30 shows here. Who cares?
Yeah.
And then, I was just trying to, like, build everything up, like, do more shit, do festivals on the road. I did the Johnny Carson Great American Comedy Festival when I was, like, 2 years in.
I remember that.
That's where I met Joe. So I met Joe List there.
Wow.
Me and Joe shared a car together. They give you, like, a local to, like, drive you around. And my day started every day going to Starbucks to get a Jade tea. And then we would ride around in this lady's stinky van. It was the smelliest van ever. She was the sweetest lady with the smelliest van, so you couldn't even feel like you could say it.
And just getting close with Joe.
Yeah, and then hanging out with Norman and shit. And if I was the only guy there besides like one other person who hadn't been on TV or like was established.
Sure.
So I just like got lucky that I won some other local competition and met the guy that booked it through all that.
Whoa.
And, yeah.
You have like a movie-esque kind of upbringing in a way. Like you can see your progression, and like you could totally write a script around like how you came. Like my fucking journey is like, and then I did a open mic and then I did one thing that was good, and then I had to and then I bombed in Long Island, and
then after that I thought, one more tattoo. It's one more.
I know. Well, I
already got the middle finger.
I
They
don't
said
like
I was
cutting myself. Yeah.
No, we need pain.
We need other types of pain.
And maybe I should pick a weird hobby.
So when did you move to New York?
2021. So I was planning to move before that. I got New Faces in 2019 at JFL. So I was like,
did you audition in Boston?
Yeah, in Boston. Yeah. That was the last year, I think, that guy Jeff Singer was doing it, and he was doing like these regional in-person auditions.
Yeah. He was like, I like this guy. He wears hats.
Yeah. Didn't even wear a hat back then.
You didn't wear a hat back then?
No. I had my mop.
I don't think I've ever even seen your head.
Really?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I got a mop.
You got like actually, you know what? You do not wear hats, right?
Yeah, no, now I do. I'm changing it.
Yeah, because you had
Oh, it's still there, pal.
Yeah, you know, yes, dude. When I was a young boy, my father.
A new attachment for American Ken. The emo stage.
Yeah,
I'm trying to run Brendan Ken out of business.
Yeah, some Ken got molested at baseball camp.
Give me that guitar so I can smash it.
Yeah, where are you?
Show how I feel about the establishments.
Yeah, you know what? I actually remember seeing you from the hair. I remember going like, "Oh, who's this guy?" Because I recognized your hair.
Yeah, honestly, that's worked out for me so well.
In my head, I just went like, "That was you."
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Even
dude.
if it was like, "That's the guy with the weird hair," that was like something to remember me by when I was first starting. And now I'm at the point where I feel like I've wrung every joke out of it I can. I don't want to have to. Address what I look like to start my set, essentially.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know what I want to look like, so I'm just going to start wearing a hat and see where it goes.
Yeah. Well, you know, it is a part of branding. They always say, like,
I know.
Your hair is. I watched a video on TikTok that was like, you got to work on the branding, the 4 pillars of branding. And they're just like naming everything I do wrong. They're like, your hair has got to stand out. And I'm like, okay. And then they're like, and black and white clothing is not good. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. And they're like, and lose some weight, Brendan. And I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
They're like, nothing.
This is a FaceTime call, Brandon.
Yeah.
This isn't TikTok.
Yeah, I go, what? And they
You're
go, this
drunk
is your
at noon
parents.
again, man.
Yeah. Okay, so you moved to New York 2021.
Yeah.
You were
yeah.
going to do it.
Was gonna do it
How was
before then.
Montreal for you?
Montreal was
Did you
great.
unsigned or signed?
I went unrepped.
Unwrapped.
I had a great set. Got like a few applause breaks in the set. It was good. Was talking with everybody.
Yeah, when
Same
you
thing,
got
back
out
to
there
those,
and when you left.
back to those general meetings.
Imagine
like,
if you counted those as the applause breaks. You go, I got an applause break when they called me
They
out,
said
and then when I closed.
Yeah, right when Pete Holmes said my name.
Did Pete Holmes host
Yeah,
yours?
yeah.
Pete Holmes hosted mine
really?
too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I always say this when you can see it because mine is on YouTube. I don't know about yours.
No, mine wasn't.
Mine's on YouTube, and he's sitting at the end, and he was very generously laughing at the jokes. And anytime I'm telling a joke and I hear someone laughing, I have to look at them and laugh with them.
Yeah.
So you can see me do a joke and then turn to the side and laugh at Pete. But okay, so that's funny.
Yeah,
Did you do that big theater, the 800 seat theater?
Yeah. So that was great. My year was great. My year was like Jordan Jensen, Shane Gillis was my year.
Oh,
and the rep
nice
stuff. Jake
Great.
Jordan. I'm trying to think who else.
Great year.
A bunch of people. It was a good year. Sam Talent.
Great.
Yeah, it was. So I had a good set. Then you meet everybody. You just gathering business cards, trying to figure out who you want to rep you and make decisions doing that. And then do the general meetings. And then by the time I was like, I need to move to New York or LA, we were looking at like the end of the year, 2019.
LA would be crazy though. If you're
for sure.
New
I mean, I
Hampshire
went out there
or
for like a
Boston.
week. I just wanted to see what it was like in each place. And LA was treating me well in the scene as far as like I feel like if I was there, I would probably be at the store and all the other spots and whatever. But it was so far away from the book of business I had built in New England as far as shows that was like paying my bills because I started doing this full time in 2017. So I was just like, if I needed to drive Lyft or something like that to make extra cash, that's what I would do. But I needed those shows to like make extra money.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was already going to New York a bunch. Like I was going to New York every Sunday for like the better part of a year just to do fucking Broadway Comedy Club or Greenwich or some random show in Brooklyn or whatever.
The East Side is really good for road gigs too.
Yeah.
Like LA, there isn't really much that you can do if you're like, I want to make some cash.
Not unless you
want to
drive 12 hours instead of 2 hours.
Or take a fucking flight or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
New York, you got Philly and Boston and
the only
Long
other place
Island and
I think you can do that's like the Midwest where you can like zip around and do like 8 states worth of shows within like 5-6 hours. And so I wanted to keep that. So we were like, my wife was working at a bank at the time. The branch was closing at the end of the year. So we're like, we'll try and line you a job up out in New York and then we'll make the jump. So got her a graphic design job lined up. And back then it was so hard to get an apartment that we're like, we got to be ready to like sign a place right when we go. So we're like, all right, next week we're going to go like look at places and just like be ready to go, have everything lined up. And then we're like, this COVID stuff is like starting to like brew up. Like, let's just kind of hold off a week or two and let it blow over. Like the swine flu. And then thank God we did that. That would have been a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And then during that time, my wife pops off on YouTube doing Animal Crossing gaming stuff.
What?
Yeah, she has like
that rules
60,000 subscribers. So she was killing it during that time. Like
she does
to the
Animal
point where
Crossing.
I started, and then now she does like all those kind of cozy games, Palea, Stardew Valley.
Is that her gig? She
that's what she does full time now. Yeah.
And this YouTube can really pay well. That YouTube.
YouTube's like one of the only ones.
Yeah.
So that's like that became her job. So because she had no job, and then she had a video like go viral right when Animal Crossing came out in March of 2020.
Great.
And then
what's the video? Maybe
the video was Animal Crossing for Dummies. It was because Animal Crossing. Is one of those
she just
games,
taught
like,
you kind of how to do it.
Yeah, just the basics. Cause it's one of those games that doesn't really tell you what it is.
She have like a gaming chair and the headphones.
No,
with
she
little
doesn't even go on
mouse
camera.
Ear. What really?
Yeah, just all voiceover. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she'll go on camera every once in a while now on streams and stuff, but yeah, for the most part.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a streamer myself.
Yeah. You got a nice little setup.
Got a little setup there. Probably not as good as your wife's.
We have her streaming setup. Then we have like our 2 little editing bay. Our whole room's fucking computers and shit. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Must be such a hot
room.
room.
The kid's gonna be a fucking nightmare. No screen time, wall to wall screen.
Yeah. Like that scene in The Matrix. It's just all TVs.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Okay.
So then I started doing shows probably like 6 months after that. Just like there were some random loopholes up in New England where there was like movie theaters were open, and there was this
Yeah.
guy that ran shows out of movie theaters. So we were
Mhm.
doing these like 30% capacity movie theater shows, which were amazing. Campgrounds, all this
Right.
like random shit. And then I was going on the road wherever I could, taking fucking COVID tests like 2 days before I got to
Right.
fly to Edmonton, or else I'm
Getting that little fucking
yeah. And
thing
then
up
if I
your
and then I
nose.
got to take a fucking test there, and if I test positive for COVID in Canada, I'm stuck there for 2 weeks on my own
Right.
dime, like shit
I
like
think
that.
that happened to Soder.
Yeah, I know a couple people it happened to. It's brutal.
God damn, bro.
Yeah, so then it was like, yeah, May of 2021, I came out to New York just to like visit some people, do a couple shows kind of thing. And I was like, all right, I feel like the city's coming back. Shows
Yeah.
were starting to go back inside.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, we got to like get here now. And then June 2021, we like came, looked at a few places, and they were dying to get people in then. Like
Yeah.
they were waiving fees, they were
Of
lowering
course,
rent. Like,
yeah.
I'm paying $800 less a month than the person before me in the same
Wow.
apartment.
And are
it's
you in a
rent
rent
controlled.
stabilized?
Yeah,
It's rent
yeah,
controlled.
yeah.
God damn it.
My
Where
rent
do you
goes
live?
up like $30 a month or $30 a year, something like that.
Fuck.
Yeah,
That's awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
in
My rent
Astoria.
goes up $1 million a fucking year.
yeah. I'm in Astoria, so I'm like right.
Oh, that's sick.
I'm right between a hospital, a church, and a school, and I'm like a block from the train. It's fucking
Amazing.
great. Yeah.
Well, now we know where you live.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead and
you
look.
could
Dude.
dox
They
you.
look at Astoria, and you're like,
give me
"Oh."
all your computers.
You're like, oh wait, there's 1 million fucking apartments.
Did you have trouble when you moved to New York? Did you have trouble like ingratiating yourself in the scene? Like, were you getting? Did you get trouble like getting into the clubs and stuff, or was it just like it just happened?
I mean, here in New York,
Yeah.
I mean, I had luckily by doing all those drives leading up to it, I had like established at least like a couple of clubs that I could now fully audition for and try and do their process with,
Yeah.
like Broadway and Greenwich, and then a few producers like Comedians You Should Know out in Brooklyn and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like just shows that I had done over the years. That and like working weekends at Laugh or Comics Mohegan Sun and the Comedy
My
Connection,
God.
like meeting guys like Soder, and then
Yeah.
you know trying to
The
stay in
work
touch with
ethic
guys
on
like
this guy.
Joe List and Norman and guys like that, and Lisa Traeger. I did a weekend with.
Yeah.
So like just trying to have as many people that I could, but also like not ask them for shit. Like really
Yeah.
just trying to establish myself, and then you know when I see them, have a conversation
Yeah,
with
of
them. You know,
course.
my
Smart.
rule with anybody is just don't. I don't ask people for
Yeah.
anything.
And then you really fucked up that whole thing by working with Lev and Column.
I know, dude.
What is wrong with you?
I know. What am I thinking?
You really had you were just on a beeline to stardom.
Yeah.
And then you had to
And
make
then I got
fucking
a fucking
pit stop.
fat duffel bag and a racist jetpack just strapped to me.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit.
No, I mean, we do the podcast Cockfight for those
Yeah.
of you that don't know. It's just a lot of fun, man. I was looking to do a podcast. I feel like I needed another outlet, and those guys are so wild that I think I'm a good third to like reel them in and try.
Yeah,
and
you're like the straight man.
yeah, and just try and make it funny and palatable.
Yeah, and you go, all right, you guys, calm down,
maybe
calm
not
down.
everything
You're
needs
like
to lead
Robin
to
and
Indian
Howard
people.
Stern. Yeah.
yeah.
When you got into the cellar, we could cut this out, but who recommended you?
Joe, Mark, and Soder. Yeah,
Great.
but that was me trying to
couldn't
like.
ask for a better team.
Yeah, I was just like, and that's why I don't ask people for anything. So that
Yeah.
way, when I do need them, like it doesn't feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
we have this transactional relationship. You know, like I feel like I was
Yeah.
friends with those guys. They would see me on shows at the Stand and stuff like that. That was another club I had on
Yeah.
when I first moved here was the Stand, and then
You work there anymore?
maybe a show every once in a
Right.
while. Like yeah,
Right.
and that was part of the reason I went to the Cellar was like. I'm not getting the shows I feel like I should be here. Like I'm killing, and then you look at their lineups and you're like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
And then so I was like, all right, then I'm gonna try and make this happen. And then once fucking Lev's taking a swing at it, I'm like, all right,
Right.
come on, dude.
Took us. What do you
Think
mean?
it's- well, once he auditioned at the Cellar before me, so I was like,
Oh,
if Lev thinks it's his
dude.
turn, I think it's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
turn.
yeah.
I think
That's so
I think I might have
funny,
missed
bro.
my spot in the line.
Yeah,
dude.
well, that's the problem because I'm kind of the same way about asking for things.
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Besides, will you do my podcast and
right.
shit like
Yeah,
that?
but that's different.
That's
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
It's like you could just be like, no, it's not. It doesn't seem like a big thing. But problem is, it like I think for guys like us, it does stunt the growth in a little bit because you're like, I'm not gonna ask. I don't want to ask anybody if I can get into the Cellar because then you need to ask for all this stuff. I'm gonna just
Yeah.
wait until it's my time.
Right.
And then I just didn't ask for years and years and years. And good, by
I
the
think
way.
that's better though. I
Good,
think that's
yeah.
better than rushing something like that because that was like a conscious thought for me to wait. Like I saw so many people when I first moved here, and friends of mine even, that would like get in at the cellar, and I would be like, "Holy shit, man, congrats!" And then within 2 weeks or a month, they're not working.
They're gone.
There at all
I'm still
anymore.
afraid of that. I mean, I'm like,
of course, but
that's always still in the back of my head.
But I think waiting long enough where you have relationships with a lot more people than just the 2 people that are recommending you, where you feel like you know everybody walking in.
Yes.
You know that you can kill in New York. You know that you can follow anybody. Like, then it feels like it can stick around and be permanent rather than this like, I can do it. And then you're just fucking treading water for 6 months.
Right. And then you're just fucking gone.
Because if I asked for that rec right when I moved to New York, I probably could have gotten it. It maybe wouldn't have been as smooth of a ask, but I don't think I would still be working there. Because New York's a different city when it comes to like crowds, especially tourists and NYU students and all that stuff like starting to mix together. It can become like a puzzle to try and figure out.
I also think when I first got in, I wasn't really that good. I was good, but I wasn't like that good, you know?
Yeah.
And then I like didn't work there for a while, and then she just started working me again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, better.
Well, and that place, I mean, you just get so many reps that I think that's just half of the value of it. Is there's so many shows, and you can
so good. Like the audiences are just like so fucking good.
Yeah, totally. It feels like you're actually doing stand up every show, not like a fucking jester in a court. Like
And then you realize all the things that all the other places are doing wrong.
Right.
You're like on stage at another club being like, this is all wrong.
Totally.
Why is the door even there?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
why is nobody giving me a drink and know what I want right when I walk in? What is going on?
Yeah, why aren't I getting a massage on my back while I'm doing this?
Weird. I don't already have my espresso in front of me.
Well, I think about that Todd Glass thing. You ever watch that documentary I Am Comic?
No.
Great documentary. I mean, I think it's really great when you're first starting to like get you obsessed with it.
Sure. Yeah.
And I still watch it every like couple of years because I'm always like, it always makes me love the whatever again. But Todd Glass does this thing in it where he opens a club. Like he essentially opened a club or something. I think he like did the room at the Improv or something like that. One of the small rooms. And he was like, this is what you do. He goes, candles on every table. He's like talking about, he's like, you see the door? He's like, the back door. He's like, open, close. He's like, that'll distract you. He's like, this. He does it really quickly. And he's like, it's so crazy how easy it is to build a good comedy club.
Yeah.
And how many people fuck it up.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think like I watch a lot of that show, Kitchen Nightmares. You ever seen that show, the Gordon Ramsay show, where he just goes into these like restaurants that are like failing and just rips them to shreds?
Yeah.
Like, it's rotten. You fucking serve it terrible food.
Yeah. I know.
Like,
I know of it.
And all of those come down to somebody just not giving enough of a fuck to make it good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if your restaurant sucks, if your comedy club sucks, it's because you just don't put in the effort to make it great. Like if you're trying to make your club better the way I'm trying to make my act better, it would be the best fucking club and you wouldn't even be thinking about it. You would just be constantly going like, oh, it's a little crooked. Let's do that. Let's wipe this shit up.
Yes, exactly.
Why is there always boxes in this hallway?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some clubs there's just always boxes.
Yeah.
It's just like
exactly. And there's some places that you would just walk in and be like, no.
Yeah, totally.
No, this
totally.
sucks.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Like, again, with the door is right fucking here. And the stage is right fucking there.
Yeah,
so every
totally.
time someone comes in,
I know. The stand
it's going to distract the whole fucking thing. Yeah, exactly.
All they have to do is fix that room, put the stage on that wall. It's fixed.
Wait, where at the stand?
At the stand upstairs. Dude.
Well, New York Comic
Club about it, but it's a terrible room and they know it.
Yeah,
and they just need to fix it by putting the stage over there, so the door's in the back of the room.
Exactly.
Problem solved. You can keep your little sign so everyone sees it when you walk in.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. New York Comedy Club does that too. Like their Gramercy room, which is a great room, but that fucking door and it squeaks all the time. So it's like it's one of those doors that you have to like push a little bit. So it's like and then you're like, that is distracting and should be something that you.
Yeah, it's like if you're trying to hypnotize somebody and then someone just goes like.
Right.
Like, hey, stop, dude. I'm doing something here.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's like if you were doing your act too, and like, I don't know, you just like, you didn't know how to say a word that you needed to say.
Right.
When you learn how to say the word.
Yeah.
And I was so flabbergasted. You're like, that's not the word. Wouldn't you want someone to tell you, like, you got to fix that?
Totally. I thought it was human being until I was 18.
I had a problem. I got yelled at by my mom because I couldn't say Aguilera right. I kept going like Aguilera. And my mom's like, it's Aguilera. I remember specifically my mom, us being in the garage, in the car. We pulled into the garage and we wouldn't leave the car, which was really dangerous. She like left it on, and she was like, "Say it right," and I was like dying, like man, like Aguilera, and she's like, "Okay, good." Bunch of carbon monoxide smoke comes out of the car.
Yeah. That's such a mom thing to get mad about. You better pronounce my favorite singer's name right.
Aguilera. It's not even her favorite singer. My mom's favorite singer is Ed Sheeran. She wants to suck that dude's cock.
God. Yeah, get in line, lady.
Yeah, I know. Really, I'd suck his fucking.
Yeah, I know. You're telling me just to see what it looked like.
What's your favorite music? Like, what do you listen to?
I mean,
you don't look like a music guy.
No, I listen to a lot of different stuff. Honestly,
you listen to baseball.
I listen to just baseball
Over
highlights.
a mound.
It's a lot of like back. It's just the wood hitting the ball.
Yeah, because I don't get like a music vibe from you.
A lot of classic rock is like my baseline stuff.
I bet, bro.
Some of that '90s grunge stuff, the fucking Day to Remembers and the Blink 182 stuff, I got into for a bit.
Hell yeah, bro.
I mean, I went through like a screamo phase where I was listening to fucking Bring Me the Horizon.
Is that where the haircut came in?
No, that was always there. The music grew into me.
Yeah. They go, "Are you sure you don't want to listen to 4 Years Strong right now?" You go, "What? Why?
Why?
Why does your hair grow like that?"
I don't know. It's just long.
Yeah.
It's just super long. And I haven't fucking had it properly cut in like months.
Do you like it? You obviously like it better long, but
yeah, I don't know.
Would you ever cut it?
Yeah, I'm just kind of annoyed with it right now. That's why half the reason I'm wearing the hat.
You're fighting?
Like,
you guys are arguing?
She has an attitude.
I never heard a guy reference their hair as she.
It just transitioned.
Yeah, she's such a bitch.
Yeah, she's a little slut, that one. So
I get a haircut every month, and every time my girlfriend's like, "You getting another haircut?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a guy.
Yeah.
I should be getting them every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I should be going every night before I go out.
Yeah,
get it touched up.
You're lucky I'm not getting them every day because
come on.
You know how good I look and smell.
Gosh, I want to talk to the fellas.
How often does Chris, her boyfriend, get a haircut?
Well, he has kind of like some lettuce in the back too, but he's been doing a mullet. Lettuce?
You call it lettuce?
Yeah.
Yeah, lettuce.
Like the flow in the back.
You never
Is that
had
what
lettuce?
it's called?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Mine's more of a cabbage.
Yeah, I go corn dogs, fried Oreos, and cheeseburger.
No, that's down here.
Oh yeah. Which, by the way, my girlfriend has been doing that lately. Like she'll if we're laying together, she'll like start going like talking about all the things I ate today, and she'll be like, "This was the taco today." She goes, "This was the burger last night." And I'm like, "You gotta stop."
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so
he's definitely going more now that he does the mullet.
he does the mullet.
Like shaves the side and
not all the
it...
way.
I feel
it's
like
just
you'd
like
look good
short.
with that.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Like
Yeah.
he just does it like shorter on the side and like long on the top, long on the back, so it's not like skin.
Yeah.
But it's nice because he still gets to have the length, but wakes up and it looks good.
Right.
You don't have to
Damn.
do too much.
When I was shaving my head, that was the best part. You just wake up and go.
Yeah, because like when I played baseball, I had short hair. I would just like
Really?
almost buzz cut it. Yeah, I was just short.
Are you ever gonna cut your hair? You think?
I think so. I don't
Or
know
you gonna be
what
an
I
old
want to.
guy with long white hair like Ron White.
I'm just afraid if I cut it, it
sitting
won't.
with Joe
come
Rogan
back.
going, "You know what the best part of the green room is? The exclusivity." Go, I
don't gotta
love
see any
kicking
of those
people out.
pigs.
Yeah, I love not being around the people that admire me.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe doing like a pushback flow kind of look. I'd have to trim it for that.
I like that.
Something like that.
I like that. You know what's good about having your hair?
But it's really long. It needs
You
to
can
get cut for that.
if did you take acting classes or anything like that?
Back in the day, I took a couple. Like when I first quit my day job, I was doing everything. I took a
Really?
couple,
You were
yeah.
doing acting classes?
I did one at Boston Casting, and I did a voiceover.
Do you have any
one.
monologues memorized?
No, not that I would remember now. This was almost
Put
fucking 10
that
years ago.
coffee down. Coffee's for closers. I wish I knew that monologue. Yeah. They did it on Saturday Night Live as an elf thing during a Christmas thing. Alec Baldwin was hosting. And
Oh
he
yeah,
did-
I saw that.
That's
yeah.
so great. We'll watch it on the Patreon if you want to stick around. We do
Yeah,
30
yeah,
more
yeah.
minutes on the Tron.
Yeah, we can stick around. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, I feel I could talk to you all fucking day. but
Yeah,
I
we'll have
feel
to come
like-
back and
Yeah, I'd love to have you back
continue
on.
the
Maybe
saga.
we'll get your whole crew on.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And
All three of us
we
would be
could
fun.
see your stupid little chemistry.
Yeah. Yeah, watch out, dude. It might burn the carpet.
Anything you want to plug?
Yeah, just DrewDunnComedy.com for tour dates. I'm all over the road the next few months. Listen to Cockfight. Check us out over there. It's on YouTube, wherever else you get your podcasts as well. And then, I got a half-hour special out with Don't Tell called Positive Stuff. You can watch that.
Great shit, dude. When you did the Tonight Show,
Yeah.
were you doing Cockfight at the time?
Yes.
Did you promote Cockfight?
No, they wouldn't let me.
They
Having
wouldn't
Jimmy
let
Fallon
you.
hold up a little square.
goes,
He's got a new podcast called Cockfight.
Called Cockfight.
Yeah.
Why
One
couldn't-
word, Jimmy. It's in the
They
dictionary.
didn't let you promote it. They're
No,
like,
no.
ooh, sorry.
I would
bud."
rather promote the special than the podcast on something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
for TV, I mean, who knows? Podcast
no.
is less than a year old.
I get
It
it.
might crumble.
Yeah. You don't want your one moment before the Tonight Show's over that
Yeah.
is like, oh yeah, let's watch it. Hey, remember that podcast I used to do?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or they tune into the podcast and go like, "Wow, that guy was really funny." And like,
yeah, and
first
they
thing,
go,
and then you know what stuff they fucking about black people. Like, all right.
all right, well, check out Drew. Very funny. I'm glad I got to
Yeah.
know about your fucking story, bro.
Yeah. Thanks, man. This was fun.
Yeah, you're the best. Sagdaddy, patreon.com/sagdaddytopod. And that's it. I do have a date, but that's so far. I have one weekend.
Where you going?
Washington, D.C.
Comedy
In, like,
Loft.
I'm doing the Loft in January, so I'm not
Downstairs?
going to fucking promote it yet.
Most obstructed
Downstairs, two probably go upstairs.
most obstructed seating in
Yeah,
all
there's
of comedy.
pillars in fucking every year.
It's like a baseball stadium that was
Yeah.
built in 1918.
It's like trying to do comedy in one of those like madhouses at a fair.
Yeah, I
you know,
know.
with all like the punching bags
Totally,
everywhere.
dude,
You're like,
exactly.
Yeah, the doors are going like the floors are going like this.
I had a fat guy fall out of his seat because he spent the whole show leaning to his right, and then it just gave way.
Yeah, that was a good show though. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, by the way.
All right, we'll see you on the Patreon
Peace out.
starting right now.
The rap Jack Black and Sagdaddy, I'm back at it with a fantastic podcast for your asses. Yapping in a trap like a rescue cat, and the rescued up like they're waiting on the Batman. You tuned into the dude who threw booze back, blacked out, woke up drunk, covered in bruises. It's Sagdaddy the pod, an odd fellow, the great white chubby, I'm becoming a marshmallow. It's Sagdaddy the pod, so sit back and relax, cause like a broken arm, I got a cast now. It's Sagdaddy the pod, you made a good choice, so enjoy, don't be annoyed, now here's my dumb voice. So recognizable, scheme as unreliable, diary of a guy who's higher than a freaking diving board. I'm tired, call me biting you as slang cause you align with your wardrobe. Give that back, you ain't that guy, bro. Kaleidoscope stripping, goddamn I'm tripping. Sipping shroom tea, looking at a blank television. Got a girl here gripping, thinking we'll do some business, but that's the last thing that I want. Seriously. Big dog, I'm on shirts now. Still scared that my house is gonna burn down. I'm a rare card, an old Charizard. Getting BJ's on a bench of a promenade. Don't know what to do, I got a lot of problems. Lot of emotional truths, I menage 'em. I'm getting robbed every time I get a coffee. Cause $6 is just too much.
Keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. But all you do is wrong.
Dream team, me and Galeen and the four Beatles. Kidnapping whores illegally, pumping them full with needles. Eating Chinese till Steven asks us to order a pizza. Walk to run to get it, I can't do either. It's Sagdaddy the pod, don't think twice, just bob your head. Dealing your chicken with no rice. It's Sagdaddy the pod, and on God I won't stop. Unless I wanna, that's kinda the deal, huh? It's Sagdaddy the pod, no need to deviate. Your ears are not the only holes that I'm about to penetrate. It's Sagdaddy the pod, so thanks for tuning in. Truman Show flow, if I don't see you, you can suck my dick.